Today is September 15, 2023. My name is Charles Suter, and today I'm presenting a topic that illustrates the difference between the mind and the brain and how you can take advantage of that distinction. My main message: your mind and brain perform different functions. The brain and the mind are not the same thing, and many people don't bother to take advantage of the distinction. The function of your brain, which is often referred to as the subconscious mind, is to keep you safe and alive, to satisfy your unmet needs, and to maintain the status quo. All these functions can be conducted autonomously and unconsciously, meaning you don't have to use your conscious mind to think about it. The brain is like a computer: input in, output out, and sometimes garbage in, garbage out. The brain's inputs are unchanging, repetitive, and stable. In contrast, the function of the mind is to grow, develop, thrive, and to help you reach your full potential. The brain and the mind sometimes work in close coordination, but sometimes in conflict, when their functions or purposes don't align. The brain's software has been conditioned from your history of past experience, and its outputs are now limited by its past programming or its existing set of software. The mind is focused and concerned about your future. Proposition 1. The brain is the physical part, and its functions can be measured and monitored. The brain consists of both hardware, which is fixed, and software, which is relatively fixed but adjustable. The brain's hardware is the gray matter in the brain itself. However, the brain's software is its unique arrays of neurological networks. The brain consists of everything physical, and its functions can be measured by the brain's electronic signals. A key component of your brain is its elaborate array of neurological networks, which form a person's memories, experiences, beliefs about how life works, and what behaviors are capable of satisfying your unmet needs. Everyone has essentially the same hardware, but their software is different and unique depending upon each person's life experiences. Life experiences and repeated exposure to the same stimulus response patterns result in behavioral conditioning, and it is the source of all software coding. Given a brain's software, its responses to the outer world are relatively fixed, but due to the complexity of the programming, the responses are somewhat unpredictable because no two situations are exactly alike. If the brain's software is faulty or deficient, then so too will be its responses to the outer world. If you aren't as successful and happy as you'd like to, we'll blame your brain's software. The only way to improve the quality of your life is to reprogram the brain's existing software, and the mind has that power. Proposition 2. The brain operates autonomously and automatically. The brain is triggered by outer world stimuli reaching your human senses. The brain interprets these stimuli according to its software programming, and then the brain automatically responds with thoughts, feelings, and actions. Once the brain's software has been codified into a hardened program, it will continue to respond in similar ways to similar stimuli in the outer world. The only way to get different results is to reprogram the brain's existing hardware with adjustments to its software. Minor software upgrades can greatly improve the brain's functioning to support a person's quest for success and happiness. The mind has executive control over the brain in the short term, and therefore has the power to modify, change the brain's software. The cumulative effect of many short-term coding improvements in the brain's software has the potential to vastly improve a person's life, leading to greater success and happiness. Proposition 3. In contrast to the brain, the mind is ephemeral, which means it's not something you can necessarily touch and measure. It just exists, and it's unfortunately the least understood by science. Now, the mind has short-term executive control over the brain. The mind can also reprogram the brain's software. The mind has the power to change the entire brain's functioning. Theoretically, the mind has the ultimate power of control and decision-making authority over the brain body. However, if the mind's choice is contrary to the brain's software programming, the brain will subtly and subconsciously resist and potentially sabotage even the most persistent willpower of the mind. Conflicts between the mind and brain often result in weakened willpower and eventual failure, especially when it comes to achieving long-term goals, making personal changes, especially changes where it will take you outside your comfort zone, and overcoming bad habits. Now, my final message: apply the power of your mind to improve your brain. The mind has the power to reprogram the software of the brain is using to control the body's responses to the outer world. If your brain software is causing you problems by not allowing you to live the life you want, then it's the software that's the problem. The solution to malfunctioning software is to apply your mind to reprogram your software glitches so the brain responds to the outer world with thoughts, feelings, and actions that create desirable outcomes. Now, in subsequent presentations, I will discuss precisely how to apply your mind to reprogram your brain's software so that the coding instructions will operate with greater functionality and supportive of your goals, ambitions, and aspirations. So stay tuned for the next presentation. You won't want to miss the revelations that might change your life for the better. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.